Hey, what's good, everybody? This is EJ,
It's your boy Kenny.
And it's Francis.
and this is the Banter 3FC podcast for three friends that love the game and love talking all things football. Before we get started today, I want to remind you guys we are on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. So please don't forget to subscribe, and share all of our content. You can find us on all platforms at Banter3FC. Appreciate the love and support. Because as I always say, Kenny,
We're nothing without our loyal fans. Appreciate y'all.
Let's get into it. Okay, we are back, and
There's a depressing tone we have to address.
to our loyal
No, there
viewers,
is not.
as you can see by the gear of two of the three on the pod, we are Celtics fans, and we are recording moments after Jayson Tatum looks to have torn his Achilles, which is very devastating to see.
It's over.
The series is over. Season's over. It's been a lot of dark clouds these days, but it's all good. Better days are coming. But want to give a shout out to JT. Our prayers are with you. Get well soon, brother. I know you're watching the pod.
My dog
And the rest
JT.
of the Celtics.
My dog JT. But ladies and gentlemen, it's always a glorious day to see Boston lose. It really is. It really is. Let's get it going.
You know what? Your turn is coming. Don't worry. Let's start it up.
All right, we're back as usual. You guys know the rundown and how the show goes. We're going to start off by talking about this past weekend's games. We'll give a preview of what's to come, and then we'll touch on Europe, and then we'll close it out. So, without further ado, first on the ticker, who we got?
7 a.m. kickoff.
Yeah,
Gotta
and
love it.
You do. This is where my joy right now, I have to quench it because of the ridiculous rubbish that took place in Newcastle upon Tynes at St. James Park. Chelsea at Newcastle away, St. James Park, early kickoff, 7 a.m. Basically a potential UCL position defining game. Both teams tied at 63 points going into the game. Everybody knew the stakes of the game. And within 2 minutes, Newcastle scores. We're already down 1-0. Game's going still. And then this, I don't even want to use a word that can get us in trouble. So this brain dead airhead, Nico Jackson, decides to MMA elbow somebody in the face and gets what was given a yellow card first. VAR took a look and saw it was an intentional elbow to the face of the defender. Gives him a straight red card. We are down to 10 men, and Nico is suspended for not only the rest of the season, but I believe the first game or first 2 games of next year. But honestly, I hope he's gone by that time. I doubt it, but I'm just fed up with him. Yeah, but Nico goes out. Nico goes down, and we're down 1-0. And to be honest, we actually, even though we're a man down, we actually played pretty well to keep the game kind of close and everything, and kind of push it to the extent to which we could for the longest. And then it ends up turning out Bruno Guimaraes takes a shot outside the box in like the 88th or 89th minute. The ball gets deflected, I believe, off of Gusto, who's trying to, block it, but it just loops into the air and into the net. So 2-0. unfortunately. And by this time, I'm thinking, oh, well, we might be screwed because Nottingham Forest should be. They play Leicester City at home. They're going to get a win.
You guys got
Thank
lucky.
you to Ruud Van Nistelrooy and Leicester City Foxes for getting a 2-2 draw because that result still keeps us in fifth as of right now. So we still have a sliver of hope where we are in control of our destiny. So, yeah, tough game, but I mean, we're thankful for still being in the position that we are right now.
I just want to say I predicted a 3-0 loss. Almost got it. Are we
It
still
should have been
keeping
one.
track? Are we still keeping track?
It should have been 1-0 to be honest, but that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough game. Honestly, we haven't beat Newcastle up there in like 5 years, I think. So I knew it was gonna be a tough game regardless.
It's interesting. I also saw that this was the second year in a row someone's getting a red card at St. James Park. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. Lack of discipline. I know that's one of our statements that we like to throw around here.
One of your statements.
What you're right. It is
Yeah,
one of
that's
mine.
just you.
Absolutely, I
That's
agree.
just you.
And
Mhm.
hey, listen, I call a spade a spade. That's how I am. I would have to agree. Unfortunately, it is. It is. But it's like whenever we go up there, whenever we cross that boundary and go into Newcastle upon time, our heads just start going. I don't understand it. Maybe the air there is kind of killing us. I don't know. But yeah, and I mean Nico Jackson, my God, dog, you have more cards than freaking goals this year as a striker. What kind of rubbish is that, man?
That's an
But
embarrassing stat line.
yeah, I agree.
As a
I really
striker, too.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Wow.
that's an embarrassing stat line.
I agree. But we move on.
Yeah, you guys got lucky. Yeah, Leicester did y'all a favor. And then you play us next, so
Yeah,
that's not going to be an easy game.
and then we played
Because
Nottingham Forest last game.
oh yeah, we
Oh.
we play up to our opponents, so yeah,
Yeah,
you guys are. It's gonna come. It's gonna be a very very interesting finish. I'll put it that way.
I
Yes, it
agree.
will. Yes, it will.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll talk about that soon enough. Let's not rush into it. Let's keep things rolling. I think up next is Man U.
Yeah, speaking of interesting, this is the opposite. This team just lost 2-0 to West Ham at home. I think to sum up this game, Ruben Amorim talked about, had a couple quotes about how the fear factor is gone from Manchester United, which is what I've been saying now for a couple of seasons. Not even more than that. That fear of coming to Old Trafford mentally, teams were already down like 2-0. And then once we kind of played and actually scored, they just felt like they could never get a result at Old Trafford. But that's been gone. It's now just become a little playpen for mid table teams to come and get results before every game. It's the, oh wow, this team has never won in 25 years or whatever. And I said, well, today is your day. Today is your lucky day because this team will give you that win or whatever the record is. We will break it for you guys. And that's
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. Mid-table teams playpen is insane.
it is. That's what it is. That's absolutely what it is. Every time we play like a mid-table team, I'm more worried than playing a top 6 team. It makes no sense. But anyway, let me get into the game. We started off, it was a little back and forth, and then they went on a break. Kudus with a great ball across the goal. Suchek with a tidy finish for 1-0. Aaron Wan-Bissaka was playing out of his mind. He was doing things I've never seen him do in his entire career at Manchester United. He then got the assist to Jared Bowen in the beginning of the second half, which just pretty much killed off the game. But even after that, we were trying to get into the game. We had a couple of good chances. Rasmus Højlund, he had 2 legit chances which could have tied the game. And he let the goalie save them both. One of them was literally a tap in. He just had to just blast it above the goalie's reach, and he just kind of nonchalantly try to stab it in. So it was just things like that we can't go over. But overall, it was just another one of those performances. It's like we're not up for it. There's no fear. We're not. When we get scored on, there's no like rally behind. All right, let's get back into it. It's just not good enough. And to be 16th in the league, like I get it. Like I said, when Amarin came in December, obviously we knew adjusting to a system, especially in that crazy Christmas period, it was always going to be tough. But to finish 16th, is very, very disgusting to think about. The only reason why we're not 17th is because Tottenham's playing a game with us of who's worse, and they're winning. That's literally the only reason why we're not 17th, one place away from relegation position. Granted, the points difference is quite significant, but that's just an outrageous place to be at this point of the season for Manchester United and Tottenham. So yeah, I don't blame Ruben Amorim because there's so many games we watch where it's like there's literally just finish, just finish. The system has given you this opportunity, put the ball in the back of the net, and they don't do it. So yeah, it's embarrassing. It's disgusting to see that Manchester United is going to finish. I think we maybe be able to go up to 15th at this point, but that's just unacceptable.
Yeah, definitely a tough one. But hey, you may still close the season out finding your way into Champions League. So we'll see how things go.
That's the most Manchester
Mhm.
United thing that could happen. Doesn't make any sense.
If you guys make it to Champions League, do you think that that's a good thing or a bad thing for your club?
I've said it. I think people think I'm crazy. I actually think it's a bad thing. Yes, literally the only thing I want is that Europa League trophy because I believe we've been unbeaten in the Europa League. We're actually for some reason very, very good in the Europa League. So I do want that trophy. They deserve it. But we don't, this debate has been going on. The rule is the rule. To me, I would like a season where we can focus on our domestic league to be better in that and not have that pressure of a Champions League. Because this team, we just watched the semifinals. What in the world do you like? Manchester United are not even in the stratosphere of those teams right now. So yeah, that's my only thing. I would just rather us focus on the domestic league next year and just have the time and not have a rigorous schedule where we're not getting that time for players to get acclimated to the system, given that we're buying more players and selling uh players that need to go.
Qualifying for this is how you get the players you want because it's the
Good
attraction part of it.
good point. That's a
And
very
then it
good
also
point.
brings in the revenue, the money, and all that too to
Yeah,
help with
it's
the signings as well. So
absolutely it's a good point and obviously who doesn't want to be in Champions League, right? And getting all those additional bonuses. So yes, I'm just thinking more from a like actually a tactical type of like day to day. What I just want us to be able to gel and not have the pressures of a Champions League because we're not ready for that at all. But obviously, yeah, I'll take it. And we definitely need the money. I don't know what Jim Ratcliffe is doing, but everybody's getting cut.
no, I hear you. It's going to be a very interesting finish to the season. So we'll see how things go in that final of yours. Anything else for me and you?
No,
All right. I guess we'll keep it rolling to the Super Sunday match of the weekend. Arsenal versus Liverpool at Anfield. Um, this one finished 2-2. I feel like I predicted us to tie 2-2. I think I predicted a draw.
check the tape.
Yeah,
I think
I don't
so.
remember.
I'm
That
pretty.
sounds fair.
I'm pretty sure I
Uh
predicted a
I don't
draw
think so. But
I
because I
think
didn't
you
predict
predicted
us
you
to
to
win.
win. I
I don't think I
think.
predicted
Oh,
us to
you
win.
said it would be based on how you do in the.
Oh, in the Champions League, yeah.
If you win,
However that ended, if we won, I think we'll go on to win there. But if we lose, it would be a bad result. But
so
we
you're
ended up
wrong.
tying. So no. It was a bad result because we could have won the game. But I'll say this, like, so I watched intently the first half. I watched like it in its entirety, but I didn't get to watch the second half, so I had to watch the highlights on that. Um, in the first half, in the very beginning of the game, we could have been up maybe 2 or 3 between the soccer chance that he missed on that set piece, beautiful set piece.
That was a great
That
set piece.
Yeah, beautiful set piece. Looks like something that we pulled right out of clubs.
That fact. That was a
He
great
missed
set
it.
piece.
I don't know how he missed because a lot of teams like they know that we do that thing where we start off sides, then we jump back on and try to run forward, and
Mhm.
we caught them so perfectly. I just wish we finished. Then there was that other opportunity like when Partey tackled the player in the box, and we had like 3 players standing around the ball. And nobody wanted to just take the ball and shoot. And then just in true clubs fashion, we missed 2 opportunities and we were punished.
Punished.
Like literally, like it was like 2 lightning strikes right back to back to back. And I think for me, what my issue has been with the club in the Prem I'll say this past month, just like it's so lazy, it's so sloppy, it's not professional, and you could see it. It's annoying and frustrating to watch. In the first half, I just wasn't happy with what I was seeing. Like, yeah, granted, we had some opportunities that we could have finished, but I just wasn't happy with the overall performance. Like that first goal, that's not we haven't conceded a goal like that. That reminds me of the time period that we had Shakhtar Mustafi, Papas Bastopoulos or whatever, like all of those guys playing in defense. It looked like that, and it was just so sloppy and an easy goal to concede off of a throw in. And then the second one was just Liverpool really, as soon as they scored, they literally pressed us and they came right back down and they scored again. So it was just frustrating. Um, but I was
Don't forget that
happy.
Luis Diaz chance too that he missed. Raya
Mhm.
saved it,
Oh,
but it
the
was
Raya saved it. It was an
Yeah.
yeah.
amazing
But
save
he
by
should have
Raya.
he
Sorry.
should have buried that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, go they went into halftime, and I want to like give Arteta credit because it seems like he really got into him at halftime because from what I've seen of the highlights and all that stuff in the second half, we looked a completely different team. We looked dangerous. We scored 2 goals, got back into the game. Shout out to Martinelli for scoring a header. And then I want to give a shout out because I think Martin Odegaard, he had a pretty good game. Yeah, it's a rubber match where it's a nothing game. This game won't amount to anything. It's not going to change anything. It's not a game of big importance, but he did have a good showing. He had the shot that led to the second goal, which was a really, I didn't expect him to have a great shot like that, but it was a great shot, powerful shot. Allison made a save, comes off the post. Marino comes in and taps it in. So really good finish there. But then we have stupidity. This is actually the first time that I'll sit here and I will agree with the lack of discipline. Because
Wow.
if you have a yellow card, you cannot be that stupid to do that. There's no defending. I'm not opposed. Like, I can't defend that. That's just absolute brain dead stupidity.
It was 2 yellow cards basically in one movement.
No, he got a yellow card already earlier in
Now
the
I'm
game.
saying the first tackle because I'm talking about that time he got the second yellow card. The
Mm-hmm.
first tackle, honestly, that could have been just a regular foul, but the second one where he completely cleaned the guy out, yeah,
I think the first one, when I looked at it, it looked like he got pushed into the player, which caused the whatever. But the second one, that's just stupidity. I can't defend that. There's like when I watched that, I could not believe that Marino, a player of his age, he's played in the Euros, he's played in Champions League, could do something that stupid. He's 28 years old. He has all the experience in the world. There's no reason for that. So that's just stupidity. And then the game just ended up being a tie. And I felt that we probably could have won it. I know that Liverpool had that weird chance at the end where they scored and it got disallowed, but that's a foul every day of the week. I don't that goal is never going to stand, not in the day and age of VAR. But it was just frustrating because like you can see that we have the quality to go out and perform, but it's like as of late, it's as if we have to have a fire lit under us to go and do that. We're not just showing up to do that. You get what I'm saying? So like that's where it's frustrating for me. And I just wish ultimately I'm ready for the season to be over, but I just wish things went a lot differently at different parts of the season. But hey, what can you do? We are where we are, and we move on. We move. So
Yeah, well, the good thing is, in terms of your place, Southampton did y'all a favor, which I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked because Haaland came back as well that game, and I was expecting it to be one of those like training ground type games, just pass, City goal, City goal, City goal.
Yeah, they did us a favor, I guess, but we play Newcastle on Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
St. James Park.
Yeah. No. It's at the Emirates. It's at the Emirates. But Marino's suspended for this game. I think Trossard is hurt. Declan Rice, he has a strained hamstring. He didn't play, and he may not play for the next game. I don't even know what's about to happen. And if Newcastle beat us, they move to second.
Jeez.
Which is just absolute banter at this point, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's banter.
I love it. Great segue into the preview, isn't it?
Yeah.
Woo, that's a this Champions League racer, just even some teams are already kind of secured it, but just the finishing, the placement is going to be very, very funny.
Only one team has really secured it.
Liverpool.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, barring anything.
I'm saying barring anything crazy, like we know, like that pool.
Yeah, of people. Yeah, the teams. Yeah.
No, like all we need to do is win one more game, and I think we finish in second.
Okay.
Or if we just go the rest of the season without losing, we finish in second. So.
We've seen crazier stuff happen.
That's what I'm saying. It's not over.
Okay,
I'm not saying that's over. I'm saying that this is what we need to do to make sure that we clinch.
That's fair.
Where we are. So, because I think even if Chelsea were to win their last two games, they're not going to overtake us. City would have to win their last two games, and we'd have to lose both of them. And then Newcastle, they'd have to beat us. Yeah, like outside, we'll finish in Champions League. I know that, but it's just a matter of where we fall. So, yeah.
You guys can't finish anywhere but second.
You're saying that's important, right? For Arsenal,
yes.
Just for Arsenal.
Yes.
No, yeah, it's important for us I want us to at least finish in second. We shouldn't allow like a drop off just because the season didn't go how we wanted it to. So, yeah, that's all I got. We'll roll into the previews of what's to come next week with the FA Cup, right?
Yeah.
The weekend of the FA Cup final.
Yeah, so we play Chelsea on Friday.
Indeed, at the bridge.
Yeah, it is at the bridge. I do see Manchester United getting up for this game, as they usually do against big teams, which is very, very annoying. Um, it's at the bridge. Honestly, I do see us winning low key. I'll go 2-1 United.
It's because you guys are this not yo-yo, but like you had mentioned about
Roller
you guys.
coaster.
That's the better word, roller coaster. You guys get up for these big games. I am not gonna lie, I am slightly worried. I am. We know the severity of this game. We have to win this game. Because we have to win this game, I'm actually gonna go 3-2 Chelsea.
Okay.
I won't be surprised. Bruno's gonna get a penalty. Somehow, somewhere. I just feel something's gonna happen. But we need to score more goals than you. That's it. That's it. I don't care. We need to get the 3 points.
Have you finished?
Let's hear it. Go ahead. Let's hear this bombastic.
2-2 draw.
Oh, here we go.
2-2 draw. 2-2 draw.
My Diallo, I see him going off.
Oh, come on.
I need him to.
Yeah,
Please not today.
I don't know, Chelsea. It's like you're stumbling into the last few weeks of the last leg of the season, just like I said you would. I called this very early, and we're here now.
Yeah,
That
you're
cliff
so
you guys
proud,
are
aren't
making
you?
fun of. That cliff you guys are making fun of. We are now at the cliff. We're here now.
Look at you smiling.
We're here
You're
now.
so proud. You're so proud.
Oh.
Ah,
The cliff is here. But it's all good. We move, man. It's all good. Because you guys are probably going to get Champions League. So it's all going to balance out anyways.
We better.
we'll see. We will see.
Yes.
Right? You guys are going to get Champions League, right?
We better.
Well,
Just
you got to
no.
win the last two.
It's
Yeah.
not guaranteed whatsoever.
Yeah, you do have to win your last 2 games. Yeah. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. All right. Then after that, Arsenal versus Newcastle at the Emirates. Sunday morning, 11:30. This is going to be the Super Sunday again. Gotta love it.
Yep.
This one's going to be a very, very tough game. I don't know what our starting lineup is going to look like. I don't know who's going to play where. One draw. 1-1 draw. Because between the injuries that we already have, you add in Declan Rice now, you add in Trossard, then Marino's not playing. I don't even know what our midfield is going to look like. I don't know who's going to play up top. I literally, I couldn't tell you.
Where in the world is Jorginho? I know he's leaving on a free.
He's injured, right?
He's injured?
You remember that game where we had to play down a man?
Oh, yeah.
He punctured his lung.
That's why.
Really?
Yeah, there was a way in which he fell. He literally fell on his rib and he punctured his lung.
That's
why he hasn't. Yeah, that's why he hasn't been playing. So that's not one of those injuries where it's like, hey, just wrap it up and like let's go. He had to sit for a little bit. So
Dang. My prediction is, Newcastle. That's a team on fire. For some reason, Jacob Murphy is going crazy. Harvey Barnes
I
has
cannot
come
stand
on.
Jacob Murphy. I can't stand him. I literally can't stand him.
I think he has 12 assists. He's just been, I don't know what got into him this year. But I'll keep this short. I see Newcastle winning it. I'll go 3-2 Newcastle.
You think we'll score that many goals?
Arsenal? Yeah, I can see Saka getting something.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna go 1-1 draw as well. Yes, Newcastle's been playing well, but I feel as though Arsenal can at least kind of lock them down a little bit. Even though I mean, yeah, obviously, Gabriel's still missing. Saliba's been shaky warrior, but but I mean, hey, 1-1 draw.
Yeah, we will definitely see. Because at this point, it's in Jesus is taking the wheel. I don't know anything anymore.
He is.
Okay, well, I guess that concludes the Prem section of this show. Look at Kenny getting so excited; he can't wait. Let's roll into Europe. Where are we starting, boys? Where are we starting?
Start with the
At the
Conference
top.
League.
Start
Get out the way.
at the top, work our way down. Okay.
Excuse me. Wait your turn.
Just get my thing out the way, bro.
No, just work on remembering how to spell your opponent. EJ, go ahead.
Anyways. So, Arsenal versus PSG at the Parc de France. That game, man. It's funny because the way that the game started, we went to Paris and did to PSG what they did to us in the first 20 to 25 minutes when they came to the Emirates. And we had like 2 or 3 opportunities that we had to score. The Declan Rice chance, the Martinelli chance, and I'm blanking. There's one more chance that we had where it's like dog. Oh, the Odegaard shot that. The Odegaard shot that
Oh, on the right
Donnarumma,
side.
like dog, Donnarumma. That's a top goalkeeper. I have to actually, because like from what I've seen him do in the last round, I think that was the one against Liverpool where they won in penalties.
No, they won that in the round of 16.
Yeah. Then it was Aston
no.
Villa.
It was
Yeah.
Aston Villa. Sorry. Yeah. So, bro, what he did against Liverpool, what he did against Aston Villa, and then what he did against us, like he's a colossal goalkeeper. Like that is one of the best goalkeepers on the planet right now. Like no doubt. Because like the shot that Odegaard had and the one that Saka had, especially those two right there, those saves. The Odegaard one, I don't even know how he saw it to make the save, and then the Saka one, that's literally top bins, and he literally gets his middle finger to it and tips it over. It's insane, but it's just I think our magic ran out. We had it in the Madrid tie, but when we got to the PSG tie, we didn't have it. We created a bunch of opportunities in that first 20, 25 minutes, like I said. And I remember I was texting the group chat, we have to score. We have to score. We have to score. We're going to get punished if we don't score. And then lo and behold, Fabian Ruiz gets a freaking banger.
Look at Francis.
Rocked it. Left footed rocked it.
Like literally a banger. And then when he scored that, I kind of just said, sheesh. We had to take advantage and capitalize on that first flurry that we had. Then the game keeps going. I think at that point, I think Hakimi scores, right?
Yeah.
Hakimi scores off of a mistake from Thomas Partey. And then we score a little while after that, and then Saka misses. It's not a sitter, but it's a chance that he should have scored. It's a chance that he should have scored.
What is a sitter then?
a sitter is the stuff that I've seen Nicholas Jackson miss or Darwin Nunez miss. It wasn't that bad.
EJ, it's an
I've
open goal.
okay. I hear you. I
Yeah,
just don't
it's
think it's a
tough,
sitter.
but it's
It's
still a
it's it's
sitter.
a, it's an no. See if it's tough, it can't be considered a sitter. A
Honestly, and
sitter is just
I pull that back. It's not that he's scored stuff like that before. It's not that tough. He just had to let it bounce off his foot. To me, that's a sitter. But hey,
No, we discussed about this already. I don't think it's a sitter myself. Obviously, it's not an easy goal. Okay, it's a more easier chance than usual. But I mean, this is something he should be putting away. There's no question
yeah,
about
it's
that.
something he
That goal
should put
needs to be put
away,
away.
but it's not.
But it's
I
not
don't
like
think
a
it's a
oh my
sitter.
gosh, he's like that
okay,
should be
that's fine.
automatic 100 times. Mind you, what was that on his
Yeah,
right foot?
yeah, and it was on his
Yeah,
right foot. But
Yeah.
I'm not even. It's not even really that for me because like you're a professional football player. Like this is all you do. You don't do anything else. It doesn't.
Mm.
It shouldn't matter which foot
he
it's
made it
on.
to that video. You dig
Yeah, I see that.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's got the nicest ball.
yeah.
You have the nicest pitch.
Once I'm not gonna lie, after the game, once he missed that, I was like, I expect to see that meme coming very soon.
Yeah.
Shortly, I expected it. Yeah, and he missed it, and it's annoying because I think if he scored that with 10 minutes left, we would have just been down one. Who knows what could have happened? But ultimately, we didn't do what we needed to do. We didn't finish the opportunities that we had, and that's the season. It's tough because I think in the Champions League we played so much better than we did in the league. In terms of like who we played against, the results that we got, and how high we were up in the league table, the league phase table, and stuff like that. It's just frustrating because we ended up just finishing another season without a trophy. And it's frustrating because all of the haters are going to come out and say everything that they have to say. And it's frustrating because it's like, even though we finished the season without a trophy, I still ultimately think it's another step in the right direction in terms of progress. Because in Champions League, this is this team's second year after not being in Champions League for what? I think it was like 5 or 6 years. They got past that quarterfinals hump. They made it to the semifinals. They needed magic. We needed players. We needed magic. We didn't have either. And then we ultimately lost. So it is what it is. We just have to pick ourselves up and go again next year. Yeah, that's
This is
really
where
it.
they put that little fast forward as he's explaining himself. You are a big club. We've discussed about this. It's crazy how Man United can have one of the worst years in probably their history. One of the worst years I've seen them have in my history of watching soccer in general. And yet they find a way to be playing in a damn final of a top competition, bro. This goes back to what I've always been saying about big clubs having that winning mentality. They find ways to do it because what? They're a damn big club. Like, if looking at this phone, you're not even paying attention to me. That's fine. I rest my
I
case. You out
am.
here talking. You out here talking like the process. Oh, Prague. Ah, shut it up. I'm not hearing that, bro.
Oh yeah. That's right, Francis. You know what? I don't like his tone.
Oh, I haven't heard that one in a while.
I don't like his tone. It is what it is. Is it? No. Again, as I said in that Champions League, I don't want to hear anything about, oh, when we got there, we need a striker. We need this. We need that. You guys actually came out. You took the game to PSG. You had the chances to finish, and you honestly could have won this tie. So I don't want to hear any excuses. Arsenal
I just
with
have one
this
question for
team.
you. I have one question for you. In everything that I just said, did I make one excuse? I didn't even talk about what we don't have. I just said we didn't do what we needed to do. I
I think
literally
for
just
me,
said that.
it's your tone.
Oh, you're nitpicking. You got it. Go
No,
ahead.
no, 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 no. It's your tone. And
No,
you
you
and
no,
and
you are.
after
You
Francis,
are.
correct me if I'm wrong. And after the game, I believe he also talked about, oh, we just need, or maybe it was him or Rafe, we just need a finisher.
Striker.
Yeah, that has nothing
I
to
didn't.
do with this.
I didn't. I
Well, we
didn't talk.
talked.
I didn't
Well,
talk about striker.
maybe it was
Go ahead.
Rafe, but we talked about how your players need to step up. I believe your comment was, "Oh yeah, Saka played well," or this. That. I'm like, he was all right.
No, I said I said the team played well. I didn't single people out. I said the team played well.
EJ, we specifically talked about Saka. You said, "Yeah, I think he played well," and I said, "No, he didn't." That was literally our discussion.
Besides the one goal he had.
Yeah, and that's because of us. It was a deflected pass that just got in his
Yeah.
path. But regardless, you guys did enough. And what have I always said? Your players, especially your star players, when the lights are brightest, they do not step up like they should. You guys should have won this game. Period. And this is
I don't
another
understand. You
season.
just want to. I'm not gonna lie. You just want to enjoy this bashing. You guys want to enjoy this. I
It's
haven't
not
made
a
an
bashing.
excuse. No, it is because I haven't made an excuse. I haven't said, "Oh,
So
if we
defensive.
had X, Y, and Z."
We
There's no
know. It's
defense.
fine.
There's no. I'm not gonna lie. How am I being defensive? I'm literally saying I never said, "Oh, if we had this player, we would have did this. If we had this," I didn't say any of those things. I literally said, "We did this, we did this, we did this, and we didn't score." That's it.
And that's fine. And I'm not giving my opinion. So please. Odegaard and Bukayo Saka, the likes of them, have to step up. And this is what we've always said. There's no reason why this team should not have any trophy. I'm not even, because I didn't predict you guys to go even this far, so congratulations. But just in terms of having something in your trophy cabinet, there is no excuse for that. And that's what we need to talk about. There's no reason why this Arsenal team should not have trophies. There's no reason why in our one of our most, what was that word, Francis, you said when we were talking about this? We mentioned United. Um
Tumultuous.
Tumultuous.
Yes.
That we're gonna be, I think we're gonna win the Europa League because I don't trust Tottenham to do anything in the final. That we're gonna have 3 trophies in the most tumultuous, one of the most tumultuous like few seasons we've had in our history. That's ridiculous to me. So what does it take? We have had we have had even more injuries than you guys
This
for the
season,
last few seasons. Yeah, even this season, bro.
this season, no, not this
Yes.
season.
Yes.
No,
Maybe
I'm
if
not
not
even.
more,
No,
it's
no, no. Hold on,
if
hold on,
not
hold on, hold
more,
on.
can I
I
list
should
it?
have. I should have sent the
I think it was like a
the
starting 11 of how many players have missed more than 7 days. Is that what you're talking about? 7 games or something like that?
No, no, like it actually listed the amount of injuries that each team has had. We had 27, which was the most in the league, and I think the next team that was closest to us, I think it was either you guys or it was City at like 23 or 22. Like we had more. This I'm
Okay.
not talking about
This se-
previous seasons, but this season, yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
fine. For your
hmm
club compared to our club, we don't have anyone coming off our bench. Like we don't have that squad depth. That's a huge
We
factor.
don't
Even
either.
us being that. Yes, you do. That was one of the
You
reasons
said
why we
what?
talked about Arsenal winning the league this year.
Yo, we don't. When
You
everyone
said
got
you don't have
hurt,
squad depth?
what depth do we have after everyone got hurt?
EJ, what have I been saying all year
No,
long?
after everyone got hurt, what depth? Because you can see, like, prime example, when Saka got hurt, where's the depth there?
Ethan Wanieri.
Ethan came in and had like what 3-4 good games. Is that enough to make you win?
Who do we have when one of our players gets hurt? We can talk about this another time. All I'm saying is there is no reason why Arsenal or why Manchester United should be winning more trophies in this era than Arsenal. That makes no sense whatsoever. So we can there if you want to talk about injuries, look at the past 2-3 seasons of injuries. We've definitely had the most injuries. It's been chaotic and we're still winning. That's the point.
Keep it a buck. Getting to finals. You guys can't even get to a League Cup final. We got to a League Cup final like twice in the last like 4 years.
Hey man, like I said, we'll get over the hump, bro. I'm not worried about that. I understand how the optics
When?
look. You're acting as if it
When
never
we're
happened. We just went.
65.
We just no. Because you guys do this thing. Yo, we went to the finals and we won the FA Cup. Prior to that, we went to the Europa League finals and lost. I think it was to Chelsea. Like that, and that was in what 2018, 2017 or whatever.
That
2018.
was 2018, 4-1 in Baku.
Yeah,
And then
2018.
Hazard 2 goals.
Yeah. So you're acting as if we've net, and then we went to the Carabao Cup final.
Why are we
I
talking
believe it was
I believe our point is more
Arteta.
so Mikel Arteta.
Yeah,
FA
Arteta has
Cup.
went.
They talk about yes, I'm not one to say, oh yeah, because he inherited the team. He got the FA Cup. Congrats. You've had a solid team for years now, a team that's challenging for Premier League. There's no reason why you shouldn't have any trophies whatsoever. And this is going to be another season. That's my point.
If this same exact, so like the way that I look at this season, the injuries is what prevented us from getting to where we wanted to get to.
EJ,
This is the season, in my opinion, that happened.
EJ, look at
You can
Manchester United's
sigh,
injury.
you can sigh, you can hold your
Look
head,
at Manchester
you can do all
United's
of that.
injuries.
That's
Look
fine.
at Manchester United's
No,
injuries.
I
That's not
understand.
good enough.
But you
You
guys are
guys
going
have a
to the
bigger
fine. I'll wait. Go ahead.
You should
you guys
support the
have a
76ers.
bigger what was that?
You should support the Philadelphia 76ers and not the Celtics because you're just a process. So go ahead.
Oh, you
You
couldn't wait
guys
to use that one. You couldn't wait. Go ahead.
that was a good one.
Enjoy.
You guys have we've had injuries. That's what I'm saying. So that can't be the excuse of why you're not winning trophies. Manchester United's injuries list the last 2 or 3 years has been nuts. And we don't even have the squad depth to even bring someone on that's like, okay, this person's hurt, let's just replace. No, we don't even have that. So I'm saying there's got to be something else. Like, oh, we had injury. We had injuries. We've won 2 trophies. Now we're in another final. So it's got to be something else.
So what's the something else?
The
That's what
mentality
Mikel
of the
Arteta has to
club.
figure out. That's what Mikel has to figure out.
So we'll see next year if he figures it out.
Patrice
We'll be
Evra,
there.
bro. Patrice Evra was right. That's all I want to keep
Netflix.
saying.
Nice.
You want to move on to United?
Yeah, let's go.
Go ahead. Let's keep it rolling.
I thought we just beat him up. Manchester
No, because
United.
it's what you guys been waiting for the past
No.
week.
It's what the people have been asking.
Waiting.
No,
You've
hey,
been eagerly waiting. I know.
we're
and it's
appealing
okay.
to our loyal
take
fans.
It's fine. So we take it and we move on to next
It's
year.
not
What-
our fault
That's
you
all I'm
guys are a
saying.
banter club. It's not our fault, bro.
All right,
But
all
it's
right. Now
cool.
you're just reaching. Now you're just reaching. You're
Okay.
But
reaching.
anyway,
You're
we're just
literally
addressing the
reaching for the moon.
concerns. We're addressing the concerns of our audience. That's it.
Yeah, nope. You've been waiting, so you got it.
Manchester
Right.
United. I'll make this quick. We took care of business. Yes, we did give up a goal. Andre Onana. I don't know if you guys saw the goal that Athletic Club scored, but it was another one where he gets his hands to it and the ball still goes in the back of the net. I've never seen a goalie that does that more often than him, ever. But regardless, in spite of that, in spite of players like that, we were able to get the job done. Shout out to
Say his name.
you know what? You score 2 goals like that, especially the first one. Actually, both of them were incredible. But that first one, I don't know if y'all remember that Liverpool goal, I think Makeda, where it's like that same turn, I believe it was against Liverpool, that same turn and then just shooting it right to that corner. So it gave me, little flashbacks of that. But yeah, Mason Mount, great goal, way to come in and make a difference. The second goal, it was like he wasn't even thinking, left foot, bang. So to do
Instant.
that, it shows me, that's a player growing in confidence, and we love to see it. Just hopefully he can stay healthy. I'm not getting my hopes high for that, but great performance. So yeah, we took care of business. And now we go on to the final against Tottenham. Francis.
All right. Yep.
Anthony!
Can
I
I
told you.
Can I get
I
to my
told
defense?
you. Go ahead.
We'll discuss about that later. Very simple. 1-0 win, Jagarden. Versus Jagarden. Dewsbury Hall scored. It was nothing. Literally 1-0. We move on. That's it. That's
Okay.
literally it.
All right. Well, no, we'll save the final preview for another day.
We will.
Don't worry. Oh, don't you worry. Shout out to Anthony.
Final.
Shout out
So
to Anthony.
will we be watching this final?
Yeah, we'll be watching it.
Okay.
We'll be watching this one.
We'll be watching it. I'll have to find a way to excuse myself from work, but we'll be there.
So this Europa Conference League final we will watch.
Yes.
I just want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll watch it. Yes.
Because I don't know if people watch it, so I just want to make sure that we will watch this one.
Oh, I'm tuned in.
We will.
I'm sure.
Good for Anthony.
Okay. So I guess this wraps up another week's episode of the Banter 3 FC podcast. Once again, we do appreciate the love and support from all of our fans. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Instagram. And what's the last one, Francis?
Apple Music. My fault, YouTube. I'm tweaking. That's my best side.
Yo, what?
Yo, you know when you were in high school and the teacher called on you to say the answer. He said,
Apple Music. What?
Nah, my fault. Spotify,
Wow.
Apple Podcasts, and we got YouTube, man.
Yo,
Ladies and gentlemen,
please.
they were asleep.
I'm not editing that out. I'm leaving it. Please.
Yo.
Oh, shoot. Thank you, Francis. Thank you. Oh, my God. Yeah. Find us at Banter3FC on all streaming platforms. Appreciate the love and support. We'll see you guys next week.